Welcome to America Reads. I'm Katie Couric. Today, I'm joined by Ponyboy Curtis, whose autobiographical novel, The Outsiders, is sweeping the nation. The Outsiders is one of the most popular books in the world right now. Ponyboy's book is on his life as a greaser in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and his tragic but heartwarming narrative takes us through not only the life of Ponyboy, but his friends and family. Please welcome Ponyboy Curtis. Now, Ponyboy, I just finished your book and it was brilliant. I think I speak for everyone when I say that the pivotal event and the most hard-to-read scene of the novel was when Johnny, your best friend, accidentally killed a member of the rival gang, the Socs. Explain to us what happened that night and why you think the events transpired as they did.
Well, ma'am, it first started when Johnny and I sat beside Cherry and Marcia at a movie one night.
And Cherry and Marcia are members of the rival gang, which you call Socs in the book?
Yeah, they were Socs. When we walked the girls home, Cherry's boyfriend, Bob, saw Johnny and me walking with them and thought that we were looking to try and pick the girlfriends up. When I got home after, Derry, my brother, and me had a fight. I ran out with Johnny to the park because we went there when things got rough at home, and Socs jumped us. This one Soc, Bob, and his other friend tried to drown me in the fountain, and I blacked out. When I woke up, Johnny was standing over Bob's body with a knife, and I said, "Johnny, did you really kill him?" And he said, "I had to. They might have killed you."
Wow, what did you and Johnny do?
We met up with our friend Dally, and Dally told Johnny and me to run away, so we ran and hid in an abandoned church.
How long were you there?
I'm not quite sure, ma'am. I think we were there for about a week.
What did you two do while you were hiding out?
Well, ma'am, first we had to cut our hair because we couldn't have anyone recognizing us. To pass the time, I read aloud to Johnny. One of my favorite books is Gone with the Wind, and Johnny thinks that Dally is a lot like Rhett from Gone with the Wind. Johnny also really likes the poem Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost, and we talked about that one a lot.
Why was Nothing Gold Can Stay so important to you?
While Johnny and me were reading it, it helped us realize we gotta face Bob's death, and we can't hide out in this church for so long.
Unfortunately, you and Johnny never made it back. Tell us what happened when you were leaving the church.
When Johnny and me was leaving the church, we saw that it had caught fire and some kids that had went in. Without even thinking, Johnny and I ran in there to save the kids, but after we got the last one, I blacked out.
What happened when you woke up?
When I woke up, I was in the hospital and I was fine, but Johnny wasn't. When we was getting the kids, the roof fell on Johnny's back and broke it, and he wasn't doing too well. I was really worried about Johnny. Johnny died, but not too long after that because he was so weak. But I gave him my copy of Gone with the Wind before he died because he loved it so much.
Out of the tragedy of Johnny's death came some happiness, though. The local newspaper named both you and Johnny local heroes for saving all those children from the burning church. How did that make you feel?
It felt kind of weird, ma'am. I don't feel like no hero. I just did what I thought was right. I was glad for Johnny, though. Dally was proud of him, and that was all he ever really wanted.
Johnny's death was a very emotional scene in your book and provided one of the most famous quotes from your book. What was it?
Watching Johnny die was one of the hardest things ever. Johnny's last words to me were, "Stay gold, Ponyboy, stay gold." When he died, I couldn't believe it, and I wish I could forget it. I wish I never would have had to seen Johnny look like that.
Ponyboy, you are a very brave young man, not only for risking your life to save those children, but also for sharing your heartbreaking story with the world.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would like to thank you for appearing on the show today and for being part of our America Reads segment.
It was my pleasure, Katie.
Stay tuned for your 7-day forecast and more on Good Morning America.